arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At the end of the night, one team lifts the Lombardi Trophy. Who's it going to be? Thanks for having us one last time this season. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and Greg, the big question surrounds the AFC champion. The Chiefs, they are back in the big game for the 4th consecutive year. They won Super Bowl 57 and 58. Now do they cap it off with a 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years here tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, it's just quite remarkable that year in and year out, in a league like the NFL, Mike, that just prides itself on parity, the entire league is set up to prevent dynasties, to prevent this exact situation that we have with the Chiefs from happening. But here they are again. Disappointing, underwhelming performance last year against Philadelphia. They're going to have to play a lot better here if they want to make it 3 out of the last 4.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Yaya Diaby getting in there to drop him on the first play of the Super Bowl.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges. Anytime.
Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. Yaya Diaby getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. McBride is the motion man. On play action, Mayfield. short throw there, pulled in by Evans. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Mayfield. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back, 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Brown. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Brown. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That is incomplete. Well-read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Buccaneers.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's to the right side, caught by McBride. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On carry here for Brown. He'll push forward for about a yard. Levante David doing his work on defense.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Mahomes back. One is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run it with Henry. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
First down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, Baker. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Their first two drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Now Mayfield. He'll step up and run, and he will get into the end zone. Baker Mayfield with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Works his way through an opening up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. They got the guard, Osiris Torrance.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Matthew Hayball now, as he is on to punt for KC. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll go again here with Irvin. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Baker to throw. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. That is left side and caught by Evans. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That is caught. He got Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown Buccaneers. And make it 3 in the 1st. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, the Bucs have the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Brown. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one complete to Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike, and if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far this has been about as bad as it gets.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Got him there. Downfield. It's Devontae. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Buccaneers.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. We'll go again here with Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This a 44-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Malachi Corley now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Patrick to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Levante David doing his work on defense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man complete to Johnson. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2nd and inches. He'll turn and hand this one off, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard
The Buccaneers offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Going to go right back to Henry. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
At the 18-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
You can't stop like Evans. This is your night.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Mayfield. Evans working free. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
That is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Tampa. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Score, Buccaneers 38, Chiefs nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return is Corley. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go with him, go with him.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Buccaneers offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irvin. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Man in motion is Smith. On 2nd down, Baker. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Baker. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down, Buccaneers.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That one caught by Adams.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down and 8. One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2.
Can't believe I paid for this. What are you doing?
Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. Johnson now to return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. The Bucs offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. On play action, Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Buccaneers first down. This is Henry. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Henry. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off for the win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him. And
he's got another one. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Buccaneers. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers stretch things out even further.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Corley. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Go get him, go get him, go get him!
Mahomes. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Chiefs have a first down. Here's Mahomes. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
18 more yards.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Kill!
Here's Brown. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Complete to number 82. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Mahomes now to throw again. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's over the middle and caught by Smith.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Here's Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. they'll work straight ahead with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll find Smith working across the field. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On first down is Mayfield. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Henry. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he will score again. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's it. That's the Super Bowl record. A game to remember. His 4th touchdown of the night. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will add one more onto their big lead.
Buccaneers 52, Chiefs 3.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Corley. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but Here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
On second down, Mahomes. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Now he'll run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
They'll run here with Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher.
Still third down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Patrick Mahomes on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. That's taken in to the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
The extra point by Butker is good, and the Chiefs will get just a bit closer. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bucs offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Smith. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. On the return is Corley. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Still 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Complete to number 82. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Patrick to throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. And he's going to be stopped well short of the marker. That one never had a chance. They turn it over on downs. The Buccaneers offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Buccaneers. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers add on to their already sizable lead.
Chiefs 10.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. There's that man again, another catch.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Brown. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They go play action with Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That is Max Crosby. Gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Third and long. To throw is Mahomes. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On first down, here's Irvin. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He's going to go right back to Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. We'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. You can see the results.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches. Baker to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Oh, fine work there defensively, got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Still 2nd down.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
They send the tight end in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Open man downfield, it's Kelsey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good.
A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one caught the 4. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Still 2nd down.
A carry here for Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He's marked out of bounds at the 2.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs cut into the lead a little bit.
Chiefs 17.
So now it's
Harrison
Butker following the
to kick off
touchdown
for
to
Kansas
send
City.
this one away. Devontae Smith there to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They face second down and 7. Here's Henry. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First down.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Whoa. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First down, Buccaneers.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll run it with Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That'll do it for the 3rd time in franchise history. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all 3 phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara,